Hey besties, I'm here for a meal on my own. I'm just basically eating leftovers from the last video and I've mixed in some other ingredients like some fried tomatoes and some rice. Yes, rice with noodles, why not? Carbo loading. Could you put that light back on please? I need it for the video. Could you put the light back on please? Excuse me. I need the light for the video. This light. And I'm back again. So I have the fried tomatoes with the leftover noodle dish I made, and I put in a very small amount of cheese or gibna and added some rice, and I have some cobs or flatbread. Hey, why not? It's after midnight, so I thought I've only eaten that one meal today that I cooked for myself, and I thought, you know what, I'm actually hungry, so why not make... I was going to pull it open. Oh wait, maybe it'll work. I'm really bad at this, how you kind of like push it in to make a pocket. It's not working. Probably because the bread is at the end of the day, if you know what I mean. But anyway, my laptop computer and other belongings are still being held by customs in Cairo, and so I can't really live stream and read the comments, so that's why I haven't done that. Not too bad. See the steam rising off the food. I've got so many topics to discuss for talking videos, but yeah, I just haven't really had the right environment for it. Pardon me. There's always a lot of noise and bustle in the house, and I kind of feel like any interesting topics, I kind of want to make it, you know, legible for people to hear. So and when I say so many topics, I mean so many. If I sound a bit sick, that's because I am. I've caught some kind of cold. It's lovely. Of course, if you catch a cold here, everybody says it's not a cold or a virus, it's cold belly. If you're familiar with that, please inform me. I've been told what it means, and I still only vaguely understand. Take a bite, besties. Quite often I find myself eating alone, and this is a bit of a struggle for me because in Australia it wasn't like that for me. I would eat a meal with my daughter. Of course, it's not like that all the time. Like sometimes we have meals together here, but recently it's become excuse me, very infrequent. Oh, I'm just feeling worse and worse today. Hopefully the chili helps. Oh. I just kind of even though it's not a live video, it's still nice to talk because I know people will watch the video and you know, elicit some kind of conversation, and you know, sometimes you feel like you need to talk or have a chat. But really, right now, I'm just talking to myself, which I guess most people would find strange. But after doing YouTube for 4 or almost 5 years, I don't know how long it's been, you kind of get used to talking when you're alone. So obviously I'm going to get copyrighted, but what can you do, hey? I've been watching a few travel videos, particularly, excuse me for a minute. Excuse me, yeah, the cold's getting to me, but anyway. Yeah, travel videos, particularly about countries that have been going through political change and turmoil and upheaval and changing governments and things like this. And I don't really have anyone to talk to about it, but I find the topic so interesting. Earlier today, I was watching a video about Syria and how, previous videos I watched were about, the overthrow of the government and the changes in this kind of thing in the country. And I've been following along with it. It's quite interesting, especially as a Westerner, to kind of see these types of things happening in the world, and especially with it being an Islamic country. And I just found it really interesting, the video that I saw today. I can't remember the name of the person who did the video, but they were an American visiting and basically just reporting on what the people in the country were saying about it in public, how they felt about the changes and how it would affect their lives and things like this. And of course, I don't hold a political opinion regarding this, but I certainly find it really interesting because, being from Australia, and it made me wonder how many of you ladies are interested in, international politics and those kinds of things. Honestly, I find those types of conversations intellectually stimulating, and probably that's one thing that I miss about university, because I'm not attending university right now, is that I don't get the opportunity for those types of conversations. I don't get the opportunity for that type of intellectual stimulation. And obviously, you don't need to be a university student to take an interest in that type of thing. You don't need to be highly educated to take an interest in that type of thing. You just, you're either interested or you're not. But I'm sure you know what I mean. If my day is just filled with being in the house and occasionally cooking and doing a bit of cleaning, it's not very intellectually stimulating for me. So if anyone wants to start a conversation, again, it's not about opinion pieces. It's not about, I believe this or I think that. I mean, just like an open discussion. Maybe people are interested, maybe they're not. I particularly take an interest in this type of thing because I I have an awareness that, like many people do, that people live in different social constructs in different societies. They live in different ways. They experience different things. And I've always had this mentality to learn about other people, other cultures, other political systems, and just, like the way of life that people have, and how they live and how they feel and this type of thing. And I think if you're, an empath, or you have a lot of empathy for other people, that even if you don't understand situations completely, you kind of want to understand what people go through and what their personal experience is. So if anyone's interested in that type of thing, you're welcome to start a conversation. You're welcome to join the conversation. Just as long as it's not offensive, like don't say anything, racist or anything like that, please. That's quite often the response I get. But, when people talk about other cultures, like, just keep it neat and tidy, people. But, yeah, like anything. I love watching videos about Afghanistan, Iran, Syria, and Egypt. I find, other places exciting. I find the lives of others, really interesting. Not only this, but, how it's represented in the media in one country compared to, like, how it's represented in the media in another country, or censored even. And then, like, there are people going on the ground to places and talking to people in communities, and then you might get a completely different feedback, a completely different worldview. And that to me is like super interesting. Yesterday, I was watching a video that Foodie Beauty put out. Of course, I'm a huge fan. Excuse me. I'm a huge fan of Foodie Beauty. I love her videos. And yeah, recently she put out a ghost story or a haunting story. And I really enjoyed listening to it. I just put it on in my headphones and just listened to it like a podcast. It was great. Please, if anyone's interested in hearing some ghost stories that I have, let me know, because I have quite a few personal ghost stories. Um, some are like seriously creepy, and some are, just like this or that. You know what I mean? Um, if nobody's interested, I probably won't do the video, but and if you do comment, please let me know the level of creepiness for which story you would want to hear. You want to hear something mildly creepy, or you want to hear like one of the worst, creepiest things that's ever happened. This is not from internet research. Excuse me. It would be my personal experience and story. Like I said, I have a lot of them if you're interested. Um, yeah, let me know. Okay, I'll end the video here. It's been too long. Bye, besties. Hope you have a good day.